Comfort is the silent assassin of ambition. It doesn't attack you with pain. It lulls you to sleep with ease. It convinces you that you're fine where you are, that there's no need to push, no need to risk, no need to grow. And while you sit there believing the lie, your potential dies slowly, day by day. Comment, "No more comfort," if you refuse to let comfort rob you of your future. The truth is, comfort feels good in the moment, but robs you in the long run. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you trade the life you could have for the life you have now. And if that life isn't everything you want it to be, then comfort is not your friend, it's your prison. When you stop chasing growth, you start decaying. There is no such thing as staying the same. You are either moving forward or sliding backward. Comfort fools you into thinking you're standing still, but in reality you're being left behind. Comfort is addictive because it's safe. It asks nothing of you but your time, and it takes all of it. It convinces you that rest is the goal, when in fact rest is only supposed to be the recovery between battles, not the purpose of your life. If you want to live a life worth remembering, you must destroy the idea that comfort is the reward. Comfort is not the goal. Growth is. And growth only happens when you are stretched, challenged, and uncomfortable. So the next time comfort whispers in your ear, remember this: every great thing you want is outside of it. And until you break free, your potential will remain locked away, untapped, and wasted. Comfort is a liar. It tells you that tomorrow will be the same as today, so there's no rush. But there is a rush because time is moving, and it's moving without your permission. Every day you stay comfortable is a day you could have been building something extraordinary. The dangerous thing about comfort is that it doesn't hurt, not right away. You can live in it for months, even years, before you realize how much it has taken from you. By the time you see the damage, you've lost opportunities you can never get back. Winners understand that discomfort is the path to power. They don't chase pain for the sake of pain. They chase it because they know that the fastest way to grow is to put yourself in situations where you must adapt, where you must fight, where you must become stronger. Comfort kills urgency. It convinces you there's always more time, but there isn't. You don't have unlimited years to get serious. And if you keep waiting for the right moment, comfort will keep you waiting until your chances are gone. The people you admire, the ones who have built legacies, didn't get there by choosing comfort. They got there by walking through fire, by putting themselves in situations where they could fail, and then doing the work until they couldn't fail. If you want to find your potential, you must go where it's hiding, and it's hiding in the discomfort you've been avoiding. That's where your future lies. Comfort is the graveyard where dreams are buried. It's where ambition goes to die quietly, without a fight. The scariest part? You won't even hear the death bell. You'll just wake up one day wondering why nothing in your life has changed. When you're comfortable, you start making deals with yourself. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, you'll push harder next week, you'll get serious when things settle down. But those deals are lies. Tomorrow becomes next month becomes next year, and eventually it becomes never. Discomfort, on the other hand, forces action. It pushes you into situations where you can't delay, where the only way out is through. That pressure may feel heavy in the moment, but it forges the discipline and resilience comfort will never give you. You have to understand, comfort does not care about your potential. It doesn't care about your goals, your dreams, or your legacy. It only cares about keeping you exactly where you are. And the longer you stay, the harder it becomes to leave. Look back at your life and count the times you grew the most. I guarantee they weren't the times you were sitting back feeling safe. They were the times you were uncomfortable, stretched and challenged to rise higher. If you want to unlock the next version of yourself, you must step into the places that scare you, because fear is not a warning to stop. It's a signal you're standing at the door of your potential. Comfort is seductive. It wraps around you like a warm blanket and convinces you the outside world is too harsh, too risky, too dangerous, but that blanket is suffocating you. And the air you need is only found in challenge, risk, and growth. When you are comfortable, you stop asking more of yourself. You stop stretching. You stop imagining what's possible. Your world shrinks to the size of your daily routine, and before long, you start mistaking routine for progress. Progress doesn't happen on autopilot. It happens when you deliberately put yourself in positions that demand more. the gym, the difficult conversation, the new skill, the bold move. These are the places where potential is discovered. Comfort thrives on repetition without improvement. It keeps you looping through the same actions, the same habits, the same results. It makes you believe you're stable when you're actually stagnant. The truth is, comfort is not neutral, it's negative. Every moment you spend in it, you lose sharpness, you lose speed, you lose hunger. And when hunger is gone, ambition soon follows. If you want to keep your edge, you must live where it's uncomfortable, not sometimes consistently. Because the moment you settle, you start sliding backward. Comfort doesn't just slow you down. It blinds you. It makes you forget what you're capable of. It numbs the part of you that once wanted more, replacing it with a quiet acceptance of this is just how life is. That's not truth. That's surrender. When you're comfortable, you stop noticing opportunities because you're no longer looking for them. You stop hearing the call for more because the noise of your own ease drowns it out, and slowly your potential fades into the background until it's barely a whisper. Discomfort forces your eyes open. It makes you alert. It sharpens your instincts. When you're uncomfortable, you see things you'd never notice. Sitting still, new paths, new people, new possibilities. Think about the people who inspire you most. They all share one thing. They chose challenge over comfort. They stepped into the unknown, faced the fear, and stayed there long enough to grow into someone greater. Comfort convinces you that you'll figure it out later. Discomfort reminds you that later is not guaranteed. And that urgency is the difference between people who talk about their dreams and people who live them. If you're tired of feeling stuck, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start moving now, because the perfect moment only appears to those already in motion. Comfort is a thief that never announces its crime. It doesn't storm in and take everything at once. It steals piece by piece, year by year, until you wake up with less ambition, less courage, and less drive than you once had. That's how potential dies. When you live in comfort, you're not just avoiding risk, you're avoiding growth. And the problem with avoiding growth is that life will still test you. Challenges will come whether you invite them or not. The difference is, discomfort prepares you for them. Comfort leaves you weak. Growth only happens in resistance. Muscles grow when they're strained. Skills grow when they're tested. Mindsets grow when they're challenged. If you avoid strain, you avoid strength. And without strength, you cannot carry the weight of your own goals. Comfort will make you soft, and soft cannot survive in a hard world. When life hits you, and it will, you either break or you bend. Discomfort trains you to bend without breaking. Comfort leaves you brittle. It's not enough to step outside your comfort zone once. You must live there. You must make discomfort your default. Only then will your potential stop shrinking and start expanding again. So choose the path that demands more from you. Not because it's easy, but because it's the only path that will show you what you're truly made of. Comfort weakens your hunger. It convinces you that good enough is acceptable, and once you accept that, excellence becomes unreachable. Hunger dies in comfort, but it thrives in the grind, in the fight, in the pursuit. When you stop being hungry, you stop chasing. You stop striving. You stop reaching for the next level because comfort has sedated your desire. And without desire, nothing great is ever built. The problem is, comfort doesn't just affect today. It shapes your future. The habits you create now become the limits you live with later. If you build your life around comfort, you will one day regret the opportunities you never took. Discomfort, however, does the opposite. It stirs your hunger. It keeps you sharp. It forces you to keep moving because the moment you stop, you feel it. That pressure keeps you alive, awake, and ready. People who achieve greatness are rarely the most talented. They are the hungriest. And hunger isn't born in comfort. It's born in the grind, in the rejection, in the uncertainty that demands you fight for what you want. If you want to reignite your hunger, you must walk willingly into the fire. That's where it lives. That's where your potential waits for you to claim it. Comfort is the enemy of urgency. It makes you believe there's always tomorrow, always more time, always another chance. But life doesn't work like that. You don't know how many tomorrows you have. And wasting today is a gamble you can't afford. The most dangerous part of comfort is how quietly it works. It doesn't feel destructive in the moment. In fact, it feels good. But every comfortable choice is a trade. You're trading the life you could have for the life you already know. When you're comfortable, you move slow. Opportunities pass you by because you hesitate, telling yourself you're waiting for the right time, but in reality, you're just avoiding discomfort. Winners move fast because they understand that speed matters. They act before they're ready and they adjust as they go. They'd rather learn in motion than wait in comfort. The truth is, you'll never feel 100% ready. You'll never have the perfect conditions. If you wait for them, you'll be waiting forever. Comfort will always whisper, "Not yet." Discomfort will shout, "Now." Listen to the shout. Comfort convinces you that you're safe, but safety is an illusion. The world changes, markets shift, life throws punches, and if you've been living in comfort, you'll be too slow to react. Discomfort builds adaptability. It forces you to think, to pivot, to create solutions on the fly. That skill alone is worth more than any short-term ease you get from staying safe. The obsessed understand this. They seek challenge not because it's fun, but because it keeps them prepared. They know comfort dulls instincts, and dull instincts lose battles. If you've been coasting, you need to wake yourself up. Put yourself in situations where you have to perform, where the stakes matter, where your effort determines the outcome. The only way to build confidence is through action under pressure. Comfort doesn't give you pressure. It gives you excuses. The next level of your life will require a version of you that comfort will never create. Comfort feeds procrastination. It tells you that you can start later, but later turns into never. Discomfort demands that you start now, because the clock is ticking and the stakes are real. Every big goal you have will require urgency, not the fake kind where you get hyped for a week and then slow down, but the real kind where every day matters because you're locked in. When you're comfortable, your standards drop. You let yourself slide. You say, "It's fine," when it's not. That slow erosion of standards is how people go from greatness to average without even noticing. Discomfort raises your standards. It forces you to hold yourself accountable, even when nobody's watching. That's how excellence is built, through private discipline. Comfort wants you to take it easy. Discomfort demands you earn your rest, and when you've truly earned it, rest feels different. It feels deserved, not stolen. If you want pride in your life, earn it through effort, not comfort. Comfort limits your vision. When you're comfortable, you stop dreaming big because big dreams require big risks. You settle for goals that don't scare you, and that's how you shrink your own potential. Discomfort expands your vision. It forces you to see further, to think bigger, to want more. It shows you that you're capable of more than your current reality suggests. Every breakthrough starts with discomfort. The new job, the new skill, the new business, it all begins with a step into the unknown. Comfort will never give you that step. The people who achieve greatness aren't fearless. They're willing to act while afraid. That's the key. Comfort demands fearlessness before action. Discomfort demands action before fearlessness. Stop asking for it to feel easy. Easy never made anyone legendary. The climb is supposed to be steep. If you want a life that inspires, you must build it on discomfort, not ease. Comfort will make you forget the pain of staying the same. Discomfort will make you feel the pain of not changing, and that pain is the fuel for transformation. When you're comfortable, you stop questioning yourself. You stop asking, "Could I be doing more?" That's dangerous. Growth lives in questions, not in complacency. Discomfort brings clarity. It shows you exactly where you're strong and exactly where you're weak. Comfort hides your weaknesses until life exposes them at the worst possible moment. If you've been stuck, it's time to create intentional discomfort. Sign up for the thing you're not ready for. Start the project you've been avoiding. Put yourself in the room where you feel out of place, and then grow into that space. This is how confidence is built, not from comfort, but from surviving and thriving in environments that once intimidated you. The sooner you start living this way, the sooner comfort loses its grip on you. Comfort is a slow death. You don't see it day by day, but one morning you'll wake up and realize years have passed and you're still in the same place. That's the cost. That's the price. The cure is to choose discomfort on purpose, to make it your ally, to train yourself to run toward the challenge instead of away from it. When you live this way, something changes in you. You stop being afraid of the unknown because the unknown becomes familiar. You stop doubting yourself because you've proven yourself over and over again. Your potential is waiting. It's not in the easy path. It's in the road that demands everything you have, the one that forces you to become someone stronger, sharper, and unstoppable. So burn the bridge to your comfort zone. Walk into the fire. Make the climb. That's where your real life begins. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.